My life was simple as a child. I had a great family and loved my friends, and I would always travel to different places during the summer. As I got older, the world seemed to become more difficult and hard to live through. I didn't go through a lot of life changing events throughout my life, but when I did, my whole world changed. It was the summer of 2012, and I was spending it in Dubai with my aunt and my grandma. My grandma was always very strict, but she had a soft spot for me, and I would just laugh when she yelled at me. I loved hanging out with her and listening to her talk about her life and all these stories she had to share. For some reason, I never realized this might come to an end. She was very fit for her age and completely capable of doing everything on her own. She used to drive me around all over Dubai, and we would go shopping and sightseeing. I was only there for a week because I was going to Pakistan afterward, so I made the best out of that week. As she dropped me at the airport, I hugged her and she started to cry. I started laughing because I thought it was so cute that she was going to miss me that much. I gave her the tightest hug and told her I'd be back real soon. She was happy and she stopped crying. I was supposed to come back to Dubai on the way back from my Pakistan trip, so I knew I would see her again. I got on the plane and flew for 5 hours until I finally landed in Pakistan. My uncle came to pick me up. He grabbed my bags and led me to the car. He was usually really excited, so I was wondering why he didn't say one word. I was feeling awkward, so when he finally got to the car, I told him, "Uncle, aren't you saying anything?" He looked at me and started crying. He told me that his mother had passed away. I was so confused. I had just seen my grandma and she was completely fine. My uncle started to elaborate on the story of how my grandma had dropped me off at the airport and was driving home when she was hit by a truck. She was alone and didn't even make it to the hospital. I was more than broken after hearing that. I truly thought somehow it was my fault. And the last moment I had with her was so heartbreaking. The fact that I couldn't talk to her ever again was creating a deep hole in my chest. This situation really caused me to see the reality of life and how things can change so quickly.